This is where we break barriers and build bridges. On our last session, we had an amazing time with an amazing guest, and I hope all of you loved her. We went through various programs. We talked about various topics. We went through self-identity, whereby she told us that you are not to be defined by anybody to know who you are. You are not to be defined by external factors to understand yourself. You don't have to, your relatives, your friends, your cousins, your family members must not define who you are. We also went to an exchange talk about pain and trauma. We were told that pain is just something in our brain, a nerve system that triggers you to tell you that you're in danger. But once you move out of that step, out of that past mistake, imagine you're okay. We also went to one of my favorite parts, fear. We discussed several types of fear. We were told that we have fear of failure, we have fear of perfection, we have fear of greatness. And imagine, she told us that the hardest part is not doing it. The hardest part is starting it. But once you start it, everything is going just to flow. So you just have to take a bold step and move. And today we are going given much deeper. On our today's session, we are going to go beyond more words. And today we are going to talk about different topics like self-denial and acceptance, addiction, social media, which most of us are stuck in social media, and we are going deep into that. And I'm not going to do that alone. I have an amazing guest with me, a powerful man like God, a man with ambition, a man with a vision, a man with influence, not only influence, but a man with purpose. So ladies and gentlemen, viewers, and all our physical audience, please help me welcome one and only Eric on the stage. So give him a round of applause.
Appreciate.
So Eric, it's nice to have you on this stage. We have been waiting for this moment, and when I was told you're going to be the guest, I was flabbergasted. I felt that this is the moment for you to shine. This is the moment for you to show us the knowledge that you are always carrying with you, so that you can share it to the world, so that you can share it to the youth, to the young generation, so that they can walk in the step and the boldness that you took for you to be here. So tell us, who is Eric?
Thank you actually for having me here today. And I take it for a privilege for you to have me here today, because it's not normal for you to host a person and to have him as a guest. So Eric, I go by the name Eric Monena Yagam. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm a social media manager by profession. I am a web developer. I do graphic design. And also I am a talk influencer.
Yeah. Did you hear that? I was not wrong. He's always the best. I've interacted with him for a few times, and I know that this man is going to impact somebody's life. So viewers at home, please take your snacks, take your water, and sit down and listen to what he's going to say. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here to discuss a lot of topics. One of them being self-denial and acceptance. And when you see at this point, most of the youth are denying themselves. They just want to fit into something. According to you, how do you define self-denial?
Self-denial. Okay, self-denial and self-acceptance, they are two things that they are lining together. But for you to actually accept yourself, accepting yourself, you must first of all understand, why do I deny myself? What is the thing that is making me to deny myself? Sometimes you can find that you are doing something, but maybe you did something. You did something sometimes back. You did something that maybe triggered your emotions. You did something that maybe even it was not according to the rule of the community. So when the community judged you, you kept to the point of judging yourself and denying yourself. Like you're not accepting your full capabilities. Last time, I was here. Actually, I was here at a D, and the questions that were there is about self-identity. And I kept to find that self-identity and self-acceptance, they are two different things. Two different things. Someone can identify his purpose and fail to accept the purpose. Accept himself and accept the fact that I am capable of doing this. So for you to be able to pursue your purpose and to reach to that point that you want to reach in life, first of all, you must put self-denial down and accept your capabilities. Accept and say that I am capable of doing this because this is what I'm called to do. Yes.
So you made to tell us that we have to accept ourselves and refuse to put down the denial. We say that I'm not going to deny myself, I'm not able to do this, but just to accept the situation and move on.
Yeah, because you have to accept the situation. Let me tell you, everybody is looking for value. Like we want to be valid. You as the host, you want to be valid. Outside there, you want to be valid like you're a good person. But do you know, value does not come unless you accept yourself. Because the community outside there is looking for a way of defining you. The community will be always looking for a way to define you. So it's up to you to give them the real definition of who you are. And for you to give them the real definition of who you are, you must accept yourself. Do you know, you may be a CEO, before you become a CEO of maybe a foundation like this, Those Mission Foundation, you are just a girl. Our CEO was just a girl by those days, just a lady in the village. But when she accepted herself and understood her purpose and identified what she's capable of doing, she now gave the community an identification that I am a CEO. Before I became a social media manager, before I became, by the way, I do AI engineering. Before I became an AI engineer, I was just a boy, just a man outside there. Everybody was giving me their definition. And do you know, the problem of giving the community the allowance of defining you, you will be misrepresented. There will be misrepresentation. They will be telling you, calling you the names that you are not. But if you accept yourself and know that I'm seeking for this value and this is who I am, then I will give you the real definition of me. And I will give you after identifying myself and accepting who I am. So if you continue to stay in denial, that means that the community will take the advantage of I'm denying myself. It's like you don't know even why you are living. Yeah. If you're in denial, it's like you don't know why you're living. Because if you are the host, is it? Yeah. You can be the host today and then say that I just denied to become the host. Mm-hmm. I don't have the capabilities of becoming the host, you see? Mm-hmm. And if you said that I don't have the capabilities of becoming the host, you have first of all denied your capabilities. Mm-hmm. You have denied of what you are supposed to be doing. You have denied yourself. None. Unaweza sema, sijui, I don't know fluent English. Yeah. And I cannot be able to do this. You see, you have first of all said that I cannot be able to do this. That is a denial of your own capabilities and your own powers of what you're supposed to do. So it's a point of you becoming aware of yourself, then identifying yourself, and then accepting yourself and your purpose. Yes.
Now your statement is, when you accept yourself, you know your values. But you find that when somebody starts to explore him or herself, he or she finds out that he can do different types of things. He can sing, he can dance, he or she can be an actress. You also said that you're a social worker, you do AI engineering, you have different professions, graphic designer, all sorts of things. But you find that you become overwhelmed. If somebody tries to do all those things at once, you become overwhelmed in fact that you have find out that you can do different things. So how can you overcome this overwhelming when you find yourself there?
Also, you find that you are able to do all things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, let me tell you, each and every person, there is one thing that he or she is strong. I can be doing graphics and design. I can be doing, at the same time, I can be doing AI engineering. But do you know, out of all those things, there is one thing that you are strong in. There is one thing that your strength is in that thing that you are doing. You can be hosting here today, but actually you can also do banking and finance. You are a good accountant, you see? Or even after, with not focusing too much on the courses, you find that you can sing and at the same time you can act. But do you know there is one that is stronger than the other? That means that you're not going to leave what you are doing, like I am singing and I am acting. You're not feel to leave singing to go to acting. But you will put more effort on your strength, and also in that weakness, Put more effort so that you can balance yourself in the same day. Yeah. Accept and know you are going to put effort in everything. Yes.
But again, family members are also to be blamed. We find that your father, your mother accept more in it. And yes, if you find yourself as a person, let's say you find yourself as the accountant, that's your strength. And you're also fixing the weaknesses that it's beside you, But now you find your parents are there telling you, just focus on one thing. But remember, your passion is in different case. And you also want to impress your parents. You don't want to be they don't to be shameful to them. Wasemati, you are not following our orders. You are not going towards our line. There are those families that if the father was a police officer, the daughter must be a police officer. They wanted to make it a generational thing. And you find yourself you're not interested in that. So how do it work?
Then I will ask you one question. Have you negotiated with your father that he is telling you to become a police officer? Have you negotiated with him and told him that I feel that my passion is not in this day. My passion is in ministry. I feel that my passion is in IT. You see? Have you negotiated with them? Are you keeping them? Parenting, one thing of parenting is that they want to become, they want to give you the orders and directing you of what you're supposed to be doing. But remember that each and every person in this community, we have our own options and opinion. Have you given them your opinion? Ama wewe unaenda tu na mama mamangu anataka nifanye hivi, dada anataka nifanye hivi lakini mimi sitaki. But have you told them that this is not what I want to do? I want to pursue this thing. Have you told?
Do you think if we are in America, this is Africa, that mentality of them that apparently you have to do what I want. How you take on that pressure and they're saying that you negotiate with them, and you remember these are African parents. Do
you know, these we are in the 21st century. We are not in the 20th century where they used to say this is what you're supposed to be doing. And in the 21st century, each and every person has got a voice. You have got a voice, you have got an opinion, and you have to tell them. Go and tell them, by the way, I want to do this thing. When they ask you what are the ukienda kufanya hiyo kitu, unaenda kufanya hiyo kitu, uende ufanye nini? Tell them, give them, have the details. Have the details. Don't just tell them that I'm going to do IT kwa sababu naona watu wengine wanafanya IT. I'm going to be in sync kwa sababu naona kila mtu anafanya kuimba. I'm going to kuipa kwa studio kwa sababu naona tell them of your motive. Number one, tell them of your motive and tell them this is what I'm going to get after I have done this. This is what I'm aiming. This is what I feel I am into. Yes. It's not about the nation that you are in, but it's about the generation that you are in. Are we together?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're saying that you don't have to follow their orders. You just have to negotiate with them and tell them your motives so that they can understand the whole.
I'm not saying that do not follow the orders. What I'm saying is that, they are your parents at the end of it. Even the Bible says that obey your parents and you obey your father and your mother, so that even your days, it is what can be prolonged. You see? I don't say that you fail to obey them. Obey your parents. But when it comes to decision making, be in the table of decision making. Do you know the reason why Africa has become has been misrepresented? It's because in the places where decisions are made, Africans are not there. So they are making decisions for Africans and the Africans are not there. Do not be like that. When decisions are being made about your life, this is your life. Each and every person has got a purpose, and this is your purpose. In the table of decision, when your brother and your mama and all your older siblings are discussing about you, be there and give them your opinion. Yes.
So opinion matters.
Yeah, negotiate with that, yeah. Because first thing is that they have seen, even the way you present yourself to people matters the most. Do you know that? The way you present yourself. You cannot tell me that you want to go and do media. Sawa? But even when they look at you, you don't do anything. Hata photography ufanyaki. Hata wezi chukua picha wakiwa kwa gathering ya nyumbani. If you want to go and do paper unataka kufanya media, unaona hizo gatherings za nyumbani, be taking the photos. Be taking the photos. One time, they will see that, the passion of this guy is not in farming like I am. Is not in army like I am. But the passion of this guy is in media, and we have seen it. You see, you have accepted this is my passion, and this is my future. And this is me. This is me. So I do what I feel that it is good for me and it is helpful in the community. There is a difference between doing something that feels good to you and something that is impacting the community. So you can be doing something that you are feeling good in it, but you are not impacting the community. In fact, it is just something that is negative. Let me take alcoholism. You can be taking alcoholism and be saying that you can be taking alcohol and say that I'm feeling good. But that your alcohol that you are taking, is it impacting the generation? How is it changing your life? Is it changing your life positively, or is it changing your life negatively? You see? So at that point, what you're supposed to be doing is accept what you are capable of. Value yourself. Value your standards. Do not let do what you did define you. That is what we started by saying. Value your standards and then present your standards to the people. Yes.
So in summary, what our guest is trying to say that you don't have to let people define it, right?
Yeah, you don't let.
Whether your parents, your relatives, your friends, as we started before, you also talked about it last session, but you don't have to let anybody define it. Also, when it comes to negotiation with your parents, you just have to let them know your motive and your passion in something.
Yeah, because do you know, there are people that in our community today, what they are doing is, ninataka kwenda kufanya something, but I am not, so I would be murmuring with my friend. This is what they are saying. This is what my mother used to say. This is what my father is saying, that I should do this. But apart from you looking at them and giving them that, this is who I am. This is what I'm capable of doing. You're just going to mama, unaenda kumama tu huko na marafiki wako. Unawaambia, unajua mama, marafiki wako hawatakusaidia. They don't know your parent as you know your parent, by the way. They don't know you as you know yourself. So it's between you and your parent. Uko 18 years, sindio? For all those years, from 0 year to 18 years, you have been living with your parent. That means that you know them more than your friends. So why are you letting your friends why are you letting your friends in this conversation? Yeah. Let go and tell your parents, this is what I feel I am capable of doing. You see? Mm.
To add up on that, let's put it like you are blindfolded, for example, and you're walking through a place that is full of obstacles. And people, you're trying to move, but the obstacles are blocking you. But once you remove that blindfold, you see that you can walk through your destination. Same to self-denial. Self-denial is like a blindfold, right? That is, it's blocking you towards to reach your destiny or somewhere you want to be. So once you remove that blindfold, you are able to reach where you want. So once you remove that blindfold, it means that you have accepted yourself and you're moving, right? Yeah. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Like, do not let self-denial to define. Deny. You see, denial, as let me tell you where denial comes from. Denial comes from a way of protection. I want to protect myself from pain. I want to protect myself from anger. You see? So your nerve system will produce something that this is protected. Sometimes, let me tell you, you can feel like, I don't want to stay in a place where there is too much truth, because that truth is hurting me. I don't, when I'm offensive, natoka tu naenda. You see? You don't want to be corrected when you are wrong. That is denial. That is self-denial. Because that is a protection. You have just built another system protection strategy to protect yourself from pain. Protecting yourself from pain, protecting yourself from anger, all those things. So through that, you find that if umekaa sana on it, now you have started to deny yourself of who you are. Because let me say that we have a cup of water here, sindio? When this cup imeanguka chini, ni mimi nimeangusha, sindio? Then you come and tell me that ni mimi nimeangusha, and then I say that's it. The first thing is that I've denied the truth. And if I have denied the truth, that means that I even deny, that is now self-denial that I'm putting in myself. So this protection should not this protection should not be the one that is defining it. You should be defined by accepting of what you're done and then moving forward to correct it. Because the nerve system will always set a way of protecting you. It will set a way of protecting me to make sure that you feel good, to make sure that you are good in everything, to feel like I now, this is the place that I belong. But you don't know that you are living in denial. You are living in a lie, you see. You see, the difference between a denial and a lie is that, and not a lie, but acceptance, is that acceptance is the truth of who you are. Yes, I have accepted that I did this, but there is a way I can bring strategies on how I'm going to bring this thing to work. Is it? All now denial is when I have seen that I am the one that has done this, but I don't want to admit that I am the one who has done this. Yes.
But you know, there's that person already who has already denied him or herself. He's already in depression, and he or she said that, it is over with my life. You know, the thing that you're explaining now are like for those people who are not yet into self-denial, and you're like inviting them. That is that person who is already there, already depressed, doesn't know what to do. So how do you advise that person?
I love that, because even, you know, the Bible even says this, if there is hope even for that tree that has been cut, is it? There is that hope that even after I have done this and I have lived in this denial for a long time, there is still hope for it. Where is the hope? The first one is that you can talk to people that matter. You can talk maybe to a psychologist and tell them that this is what I'm facing. You can come and see your pastor, do you know that? You can come and see your pastor and tell your pastor, this is what I've been facing through. This is what I've been going through. The guy that you see is not me. I am struggling to accept myself. You see, there is always hope. There is always help. What is supposed to do is to bring help. No. Go search for help. Let me give you a scenario of a padlock and a lock, of a padlock and a key. Do you know a lock can be locked for many ages. But the moment that key will be put in place and then ifungue, hiyo kufuli lazima itafunguka. So that is how it goes. Even if you find that your lie is that I cannot be good to accept myself, there is always hope. And one thing is that implement the purpose of that too. Implement the purpose of that key. Accept I had done this. I did this. Now, how am I doing to change this life that I'm living? One is that you modify the deeds of the denial with the deeds of acceptance. You say that even if I did this, there is a way that I can get help. There is a way that this thing can be beyond the world. I can break this zone. You see, take the mattock, tell a ghost thing, all the tools that are needed. Come and talk to people. Talk to people that matter. Talk to people and tell them this is what I've been going through, you see. And then after they have told you, start implementing them in your life. Implement the small things that you see. Start admitting that, yes, I did that. And now, how can I? If you see that you don't have the solution of how you can go, you can reach out to us. This Mission Foundation as our council department. Reach out and tell us that this is what I've been going through. Now, how will I go? This person will give you the directions of how you're going to go about it. Your pastor will give you the directions of how you're going to go about it. You see? Yeah.
There's also this major issue of addiction. They say that addiction is not just something that starts. It's a process. And it's defined as a mixture of hormones and some neural things, you know. So, I want you to explain to us, you know, people define addiction in different information. As for you, Eric, how do you define addiction?
So addiction of denial, addiction to
Addiction to a lot of things like substance abuse, anything that you're addicted to. It's like you can't live without it. So define it for us.
So addiction, it is simply giving everything to one day. Giving everything for one day. You have given everything that you have for just one day. That is addiction. It can be the easiest definition and simplification of addiction is giving everything just for one day. You have given everything that you have, your capabilities, everything that you are able to do, all your money, all your finances, all your friends, all your relationships, all your friendship. You have given it to one thing. And you see that I cannot be able to live, I cannot be able to live a life without this thing that I'm doing. I cannot be able to live this life without substance abuse. Without this substance, I cannot be able to live a life without lie. Because lying is also an addiction. You can be addicted to lies. You are trying to come out of lies, but you are addicted to lies. So you have all the strategies and everything that you have built on your life, you have just centered it to one thing. And letting that thing to, apart from it being harmful to you, because these things lead to harm, they are harmful unto us. Apart from it being harmful to you, you find that what they are is you are letting it to have a definition of who you are. So you are defined after you have given all your life to that one particular day.
But addiction is a process, as I told you before.
Yeah.
First, you start by seeing it, somebody doing it. You see social media, you see it on articles, you see it, your family, your friends are doing it. Then you try, you say, I want to do it for a long time. I just do it a little bit, not every. Then it goes to the risk usage, whereby you find yourself doing it even more than the addiction part. Now you can't give without it. You have to do it for you to survive. Now, before you reach that addiction place, how can you break these barriers before you even reach addiction? Now, you have seen it, I want to try to do that. How can you prevent yourself?
Okay, addiction is a process, if you say. You know, what happens is that you have said you start by seeing it. So you see, you start by initial use of it. Then you go to misuse of it. Then you go to the point of addiction. Then after that, you cannot be able to live without it. You see, one thing is that when you have seen it and you have admired it maybe from another person, and you have just brought it to you just initiate this of it. I just want to use this thing because other people are doing. So I just want to feel like how people are feeling outside here. I want to feel like how I want to feel hard. That is what they use, But you'll find that if you continue, when that point, the point that you reach that you cannot live above it is when you come to the point of misuse. I can be misusing something just because I want to feel like I belong. I will be misusing something because I just want to feel like I belong somewhere. I want to belong. You see, I want to distract myself from the world. So I just want to be in my own room doing something that is distracted to the world. So I will be misusing this substance. I'll be misusing this site. I'll be misusing even you can be misusing your phone, because social media today is a form of technology that is called technology addiction, whereby you are addicted to internet. So you are reaching a point that you cannot even give your mind a point of breathing. Your mind and your brain cannot operate well apart you are in your phone. So in the point of misuse, that is where you find that you are now addicted to life.